Hey friends, and welcome back to my channel. It's Teresa here, and today I have a layout using the fabulous Hygge Seasons collection from Traci Reed Designs. Today over on the Traci Reed blog, we are having Mix It Up Monday, where we are using Hygge Season with the Renewal collection from last year. And so what I wanted to do is a layout about the first day of school back in 2015. Look at these little cuties here posing in the hallway at the school. And so this is a layout for Nick's childhood albums. This was his 5th grade year. And so this might seem like a little different of a layout to create using New Year's collections. So what I usually do when I am working with two collections together, and by the way, combining two collections is one of my favorite things to do in my scrapbooking fun, because you get double the fun. Double the ephemera, double the pattern papers to choose from. And what I look for is common themes. And of course, both of the Hygge and the Renewal collections feature this idea of a fresh start. New year, new start, it's a new beginning. And that's what I chose to focus on. And the blues in both of these collections, there were blues and oranges and purples and a beautiful yellow that lend themselves very well to a more masculine layout, such as back to school. And so that's exactly what I've done. So I started out the layout in Photoshop. That's what I always do. I created the sort of background with the pattern paper with those little triangles on it, and that sets the color palette for the whole layout. It also creates a nice frame. And then I used one of the frames from the Renewal collection to frame the actual meaty portion of the layout. And so underneath that frame I did a basic white rectangle in Photoshop, and then I layered that pattern paper with the circles on it on top of the white rectangle and blended it out. I also made it so that some of the blue pattern paper showed through as well. And I just do that in Photoshop using my eraser tool. It's probably not the official way to do it or whatever, but it works. And what it allowed here is it frames the whole layout, and it also gives a home base for the photo and the embellishments that are going on the top of the layout. And so I pulled in, notice that my favorite little thing is the polar bear in the lower left-hand corner. He's just sitting there overseeing the whole thing with his little book, and he is ready to get studious. I love him so much, and he's got his little glasses on, and he's just ready. I used some of the books. Look at the little chair. I love little chair illustrations. Those are my favorite. And then I'm also using one of the tags from Hygge and the number 5 from the Renewal collection. And the number 5, of course, serves to notate which grade he's going into, and then using this stamp set from Journals for Life to notate that it's 5th grade. And that's what what's happening here. I love that stamp set for notating the grades here, and it also worked beautifully here for this tag. I also wanted to incorporate some of these great star stamps from Ellie Studio, Again, blending hybrid products with your stamp sets. It's one of my favorite things to do. It gets me using my stamp sets more. I'm very simple about it. I just do a lot of black ink on the background. That's the primary way I use my stamps, and I'm cool with that. They kind of work in conjunction with the notice the numbers that I printed. They were printed on clear sticker paper, and so the star stamps sort of make those numbers pop a little bit more on the page. And that number, the number die cut, or the number Ellie is printed on just clear sticker paper and then cut with the silhouette. And I did that 4 times for the background, just to show this progression, this moment captured in the whole progression of life. And of course, it looks a whole lot different now than it might have looked at the time. Time truly does make us a little bit more appreciative of these moments. So I'm just going through here looking for some other little things. There were some fabulous stars in both collections. So I'm going to go ahead and layer on some of these stars. Again, tying in both collections together and also tying in the stamp set. I've got a little circle label for the top right-hand corner there. That's gonna sort of mirror the little polar bear at the other corner. And then another stamp set from Felicity Jane here with the months and the year. Yes, a stamp set with the year 2015. I save my yearly stamp sets like that, even if it's not a year that that we're currently in. I keep them because these layouts provide the opportunity for me to still use stamp sets. I think the oldest date stamp I have is from like 2009. And that's great. That's basically where I'm scrapbooking forward from. Somewhere around, for the kids' albums, I'm doing grade school, so kindergarten to 12th grade. And I'm trying to think, our first kid went into kindergarten in 2008. So that fits pretty well with the timeline that I'm working in. So I did go ahead and stamp the date onto that circle bit and layered that at the top with the word art. I'm going to do a little bit of journaling down here at the bottom with just a regular Jelly Roll pen, and then I'm going to stamp some lines just to help it look a little more organized, I guess. This is my trusty old line stamp from Becky Higgins, Project Life, probably 10 years old now. There's another circle bit and a little pop of yellow. Notice how the frame, that digital frame, adds the pop of yellow, and then I'm adding more of that around the page to tie it in through the number 5, the circle bit at the top, and the numbers as well. So I remembered that I had in my stash some wood pieces for back to school from Chadney, and I've been holding on to these for quite a bit to incorporate precisely for these back to school layouts. And so I pulled those out, and here we go. I'm gonna use the first day of to create the title, first day of 5th grade. I'm also using some of these great rows of books. These are so cute to put together in a row. And then I'm also using some of the wood and enamel buttons here. Those are so cute. Again, an opportunity to create dimension, to add color, to tie in more wood grain on this layout, and also to use some products from my stash. And I hope that you're getting the feel for using your hybrid products to meld with your physical products. That's, to me, that's why I love hybrid scrapbooking so much, is because you get the benefit of working with digital collections, customizing them to how you want to use them before you come to your desk to put it all together, and then bringing in products that you've had for a while, products you've set aside for this particular project or album, and that's the sweet spot for me. Truly the sweet spot. I think I will do a Photoshop tutorial for you to see how I did the background for this layout. So keep an eye out for that. It may be a few days before I'm able to publish that. But for today, I'm going to go ahead and call this layout done. Thank you so much for joining me today and for watching my videos. I hope you'll give a thumbs up and leave me a comment. Let me know what you're working on today, and I will see you back here again very soon. Thanks again. Bye-bye.